Hello everyone and welcome back to another What Wednesday video. I hope you guys all enjoyed your summer vacation. I know I did. At least for a week in there. Well, okay. To be honest, I'm filming this in the month of August. Probably won't be up until September, but this week my kids are gone, so I'm getting quite a few. I'm trying to get as many videos as I can done while no one is in the house. But I still do hope that you enjoyed your summer vacation, and ours has not been too bad. Could have been better, but you can't really beat, you know, last summer when you get to go to Japan and Disneyland all in the same couple of weeks. So, actually, Japan, Tokyo Disney, and then come home and go back and go to Disneyland in California. So, needless to say, it's really hard to compare that to last summer. Anyways, I wanted to do my little rundown review of an app that I came across. This is the Krafts inventory app. I am loving it. I have always tried to carry some kind of inventory book or something with me, but it's always kind of failed because I either forget the book at home or I forget to update it, or, you know, I run out of room where, you know, everything has already been categorized and then I have to go farther into the book. It just, I could not find a happy way of keeping track of things. I did like the book that I had, and I'm sure I shared it in previous videos, but it finally just got to a point where I didn't like it. I just couldn't deal with it. So, I had been looking around online after a conversation with a owner of a scrapbook store or a craft store, to see if there was a way that I could make my own app, or if there already happened to be one. And I came across a video, which I'll try to remember to link down below or somewhere in my blog post, depending on where you're watching this, to keep track, like on my phone, if I, you know, like I said, make an app, whatever. So I came across this. I lost my train of thought there, sorry. It is called Krafts Inventory. It is $2.99 at the App Store. I don't know how much it costs or if you can get it on Android, but I do know that it does not work on iPads. At least not the one that I have. I have the iPad Air, I believe. It's been a while since I've had it for quite a while, so I'm pretty confident that that's what I have. And it is not compatible with this, or at least it did not automatically download it, which was fine because I don't take my app or my iPad with me anywhere unless I'm heading up to my parents', and that's just so I have something to do without dragging my big old computer up there. So, it is. I did hesitate. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I hesitated buying it. If I don't have to buy an app, I don't. But the only things I buy for my iPhone is music, and that's only because it's transferable to all. I mean, just I can listen to that everywhere. I've got it on all of my iPod Touches, and then this, and just, you know. But I don't normally buy apps because I am very hesitant on, well, I don't want to spend, you know, $3 for an app that turns out to suck, or I don't like, or whatever, that, you know, and I can't get that money back and I'm stuck. So I did think about it for almost a full 48 hours, only because I talked to my hubby about it the next day, and I had decided, you know what, I'm just going to take the plunge. I'm going to spend the $3. I'm going to get it. You know, I will utilize it as best I can. I think it'll really work for me. Whether I love it or not, I don't know, but it's on my phone, so if nothing else, you know, it won't be hard to get rid of, but not as easy because I paid money for it, that sort of thing, as opposed to like the dollar, you know, notebook that I bought, or, you know, something that I give to my kids. So anyways, awesome app. I'm loving it. So we're going to dive right in. I'm going to go ahead and tap on it, start up. When you download this, if you download this, you will get different categories on here. Pretty basic categories. You get an adhesive, tools, supplies. I think there was a stamp category in there. But you can add your own categories to this list. Excuse me. So right off the bat, what you see here is you see setup, flags, categories, projects, list, tags, and more. And the more basically just has a little bit of everything else. You can back up and restore this to the browser or to Dropbox. I don't know how to do either one of those without losing all the information on here, but I also don't know how much of the information it will keep, so here's hoping that I don't have to worry about that, but if I ever get a new phone, I'm going to have to figure out how to go about it. So we're going to go back to categories. We're going to go ahead and start with setup, and then we'll move into each category. I don't use flags very much, actually at all, but I think I know what I want to do, and we'll get into that when we get into the categories. So here we're going to go to setup, and as you can see that it changes the top to category setup, and then it changes the color here on the side. This is where you can add or remove categories. If you want to remove a category, you just swipe and hit delete. If you want to add a category, there are two ways you can go about it. I recommend doing this first option. You can go into an already existing category, and we'll go up here to adhesives, and it gives you all kinds of stuff. Now, I had already adjusted this. I had forgotten that until after I clicked on it. I had already adjusted this to what I needed. But it does come up with a whole list of things here that you don't get offered down here below. I did a quick, because I wanted to make sure before I open. So like this one came with company name, glue, I would assume it meant, you know, like what kind, but I try to keep the list to the bare minimum of exactly what I'm keeping track of, because otherwise I keep track of everything and then I can't find anything. So you can add or remove things from up here. So you just hit the minus, hit delete, and that takes it away. So you can start out with absolutely nothing up there, and then you can customize it to how you want. So you have text, numeric, notes, color, photos, date, list, tags, checkmark, switch, and flag. I always have photo. I love being able to see the photo, and you'll see as we get into the category what that does, or how that shows up. And then I vary between text and notes. It really depends on what I want to put in there, but I basically just try and stick to photos. That's about the only thing I put in here. For adhesives, though, I do plan to put flag, because I want to be able to flag what items I am running out of. So especially for glue or tape or anything like that, I want to know what I'm running out of, so I know the next time I'm at a store that, oh, I need to get this or that or whatever. So once you have, the second option to adding a category, if you don't want to go through a pre-existing one, is you come down here where it says new category, and this is what it automatically brings up for you every time. So you still get the same list of things, but you automatically get these 4 things already in the category. So again, you can just remove them, no worries, that sort of thing. So good, it didn't add it. Oops. Okay. Now, we're going to go in here to adhesives, and we're going to share quite a few things. Oh, I did forget to show one thing in here. So what you do want is, well, you don't have to. I automatically turn on the barcodes for everything, because you can scan the items in, and as long as they scan in, it makes life so much simpler. I mean, it really does. But sometimes the items, depending on the items, don't always scan in. I'd say I'd show you, except that everything that I keep pulling out in my tests keep showing up. So I don't know if this has updated itself, where it's updated the inventory, or how it reads things, but I don't have anything currently at my desk that will not show up. So yeah, so I can't show you how it does not show up, but maybe we'll get lucky and something will pop up. So, but I do want to show, I keep that on for everything in here. Okay, so we're going to go into adhesives. So right now I have nothing in there, but you have photo, browse, search, new item. You have edit up here, which would just let you remove things, move things up and down, remove them completely, but I don't have anything. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to add a new item. And we're going to be adding in my glue. This is what the screen comes up to. Again, I plan to use the flags as if I'm running low on something. This feels like it may be half a bottle. So this might be something, but I think I might also have some extras. My room is a mess again. So I'm going to have to see what I have before I flag anything. But that'll give me an idea to either look for my extras or buy more at the store. Hopefully more to look at home before I buy. But you can enter in the name by hand and then add a photo, or you can scan. So I go up here, I hit done, and then I've got this placed here, and hopefully I will get this lined up so that it's over it so you can see what's going on. So you're just going to hit scan barcode. And we're on screen, so I'm not going to move my phone, but I am going to move this. And you see, it scanned it, it put the information up here, and then it added a picture of the item. So when you go back, you have a picture of the item. I think that that's for me, that's very helpful. Because sometimes it doesn't always have like the name of the product right there. Sometimes it's the company's name. So for me, a photo just makes things so much simpler when searching. So that's how you scan something in. Now, I have quite a few categories here. I have adhesives, Doodlebug ink, Lawn Fawn dyes, Lawn Fawn ink, Lawn Fawn stamps, MFT, machines. This just counts my Cricut, my brother, and my Spellbinders die cutting machine. I haven't decided if I'm actually going to keep this list on there or not, but I was playing around, so for now it stays. Memento ink, Memento markers, new category, which we obviously don't need. Paper smooches, Simon Says stamp, Simon Says stamp dies, Stamps for Life, and The Greeting Farm. Now, I don't have a lot in some of these because I haven't finished, but I did finish all of my stamps. And I have Lawn Fawn set in different categories for their different things. So, as you saw, I have 71 stamps. I didn't want to try and put all of my stamps in one category because that's just a lot of stamps in there. So I figured for me and the way my brain works, I would automatically go, oh, there's a Lawn Fawn stamp set on sale here. Let me go in, and I'd go straight to that category instead of searching through stamps. So that's just how I do this. I do keep the Lawn Fawn dies and the Lawn Fawn stamps separate, but only the standalone dies, and I'll get into that in a moment. So, excuse me. Yes, no, that's right. I have something else. Oh, sorry about that. Hubby's texting. I keep a picture for everything, and again, this works the same way. A lot of these are scanned in, some of them are hand inputted in. If I had already happened to have them prepackaged like this in the little pockets, I obviously no longer had the barcode, so I had to input them in. I would just input them in exactly like it would have been if I had scanned the packaging itself. But for the dies, I keep those in with them. So if they coordinate with the stamp set, I keep it in here. So when I click on the stamp set, as you can see here, let me zoom in a bit for you. As you can see, I have the stamp set and then I have the matching dies. Now, this one, I don't have the matching dies. So if I'm at a store and I happen to find this die set in the clearance section or on sale or something and I want to get it, I know that I can search for the stamp set, pull it up, and I'll know if I have it or not. If it's in here, I have it. If it's not, I don't. And that's it. So I find that to be the simplest way to keep track of things. So let me go find out what my hubby wanted real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, so hubby might respond back, so hopefully we'll just move that up so you guys don't see his message, because Lord knows what that man never sends me. Anyways, so like I said, I keep all of them separate. So right now, this category is just stamps with their coordinating dies. I'm going to go back. These dies are the standalone dies. So like you can see here, I've got the puffy clouds. I've got the border dies, the alphabet dies, all that stuff. Any of the standalone dies come in here. Let me see, let me go down because I know. So for instance, these oval dies, I have both the large and the small. So instead of putting large and small separately, I put them together. As long as, same way it works before, as long as both pictures are there, I know I have both sets. So I don't worry about that. Some of these did get hand put in, they didn't get put in right, as you can see, like this one down here, it just says extra sentiment. This one says lawn cuts. This one's, sometimes they get scanned in that way, sometimes they don't, but for the most part, they all say lawn fun. Now, if you are searching for an item, say you happen to come across the snowflake, the stitch snowflake dies, oops, sorry, you're off camera, the stitch snowflake dies in a store, you can, you know, go through the whole list and find them, but the easiest thing would be is to go down here where it says search, and oh, I guess I could just zoom out a little, sorry. It'll come up with the little search box up there. You just type in the word you're looking for. So I typed in snow. It'll come up with everything that says snow. So then that is all you're just quick search. I find that to be the easiest, especially when I'm in the store and my kids are there and they're driving me bonkers. If I don't happen to have it, like, let's see. I don't have the cross stitch, the newer dies yet. As you can see, I started to put in cross and nothing came up, so I know that I don't have those. Although I already know, but I mean, if I'm standing in the store and I'm unsure, it's great to do. Hit done, it goes right back to it. Add new item the same way we did with this. I gotta go remove that. Photos will just show you all of the photos in one shot, which is nice to do as well. I'm not sure what... Oh, those are just blank ones. Sorry, I thought they were something else. Okay, and the same thing with the Simon Says stamp. Those are for the stamps with matching dies, and then the standalone dies, that sort of thing. I've only done a few of the greeting farms, but these ones I'm doing a little different, where I'm just putting in the name of the stamp and taking a picture of what I already have in my stamp inventory binder that stays here at the house. So yeah, I think that's it. Like I said, I am working on finishing adding these things in. I was just kind of testing and playing around with a lot of stuff, so I plan to keep track of all of my inks, especially since a lot of them do, you know, you can buy refills for, that sort of thing. I don't have too many on hand. I do plan to keep track of all of my Memento Dewdrop ones. Actually, I think those are the ones that didn't work. Nope, those did. The markers were kind of were iffy. So, again, this is just so that I have them on hand. If I, again, happen to come across, I plan to do the same with my, not my distress inks, but the refills, because those would have to be bought again, or at least so that I know which ones I have, because I do have all of the distress markers. But I plan to go as far as putting in, like, the distress markers. I meant the inks earlier. The zig pens I plan to keep in here, because those would be something that I would buy again once they run out. I have a Copic marker app already, so I may not put Copics in here, but I haven't decided. Again, I'm still playing around with what I want to keep in here, but I'm trying to keep just what I would use the most, what I would go through, so I haven't even decided. Oh, low battery. anything else like that. So I don't know if I want to go as far as like my Inktense pencils or things like that that eventually would get replaced. But like I said, this is a wonderful app. I think it's fantastic. I applaud whoever came up with it. I think for all crafters this would be very handy because then, you know, you've always got your phone with you. You know, go on vacations. This would be a great thing to have on vacations as well because, again, your phone is with you. And it's time for my daughter to go to her internship, but again, she's up at my parents'. So, thank you guys all so much for watching me. I'm going to get off here before somebody actually calls my phone. You guys all have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next time. Bye.